Hello, hello. So today is Friday, and I have not forgotten to do something around wellness for the Fridays, right? It's kind of like a wellness Friday. I think I skipped it last Friday, but we're back on track. So, anyway, today I want to talk about focusing on well being around the holidays. The holiday season can be a time of, joy, connection, and it can also be a time for stress, exhaustion, emotional challenges can take place. So just focusing on wellness can, kind of help navigate the season more mindfully and maintain balance. So that's really what we all want, right? We just kind of want to maintain our balance. We want to make sure that we are doing what we need to do and still taking care of everything that needs to be taken care of, and that we're having fun while we're doing it and enjoying ourselves. So, anyway, here's a few tips that I have for holiday wellness. So, number one, plan ahead, right? So, shop early, avoid doing that last minute spending and purchasing items that are way too expensive, or items that you don't even know what anybody would do with, but you're just grabbing something off the shelf because it's what's left. So, spending time and planning and making your purchases ahead of time also helps you take advantage of sales or discounts. Black Friday is always right around the corner. So, um, you can always make do-it-yourself gifts, handmade items, or baked goods, which can also be cost-effective. And, it's a gift from the heart. Who doesn't like a gift from the heart? So, um, at least I know I like them. So, I also like making them. So, um, let's see. So, number two, prioritize your mental health. So you want to acknowledge your feelings. You want to set realistic expectations, and, you want to seek support if you're feeling overwhelmed, especially. You want to reach out to a family member or a counselor or friend. Um, it's okay to feel a range of emotions during the holidays. So you always want to give yourself space to process joy or sadness, um, or even stress. I know sometimes I think of those who are no longer with us here, you know, at Christmas time. I have an aunt who, we shared our love for Christmas movies, and that was like one of our things. We used to talk about the movies. We would call each other on usually on like a Sunday night, because that was usually when Hallmark would release their new movies, and we would just kind of, give our take on what we thought about the latest movie. And, you know, it was just something that we did. And that was something fun that I do miss, I do miss about the holidays. And I do miss having my aunt around to do that. And she was really close to my age. So, you know, she was fun. But anyway, so you want to allow yourself, the chance to feel those emotions, because, it happens to all of us, and um, you want to let go of perfection. You want to embrace the imperfections of life, of the season, of whatever you may be going through. So again, if you have those feelings or those emotions, you want to acknowledge them and seek support. Reach out to a trusted friend that can help you with those feelings of overwhelm. So, the next tip I have is set financial boundaries. So that's a big deal, right? You want to stick to a budget. You want to, I know we don't always want to stick to a budget, but you do. You want to stick to a budget. You want to avoid causing yourself financial stress. That's part of that planning ahead. You want to limit your spending on, gifts or travel or events that may be too much for you, especially if, you have a breaking point. So, their bills still need to be paid during Christmas. The electric company is not going to want to hear, I had to get my daughter the newest and latest, greatest, I don't know, Barbie doll or what have you. So you want to make sure you stick to a budget. You want to consider everything that's available, whether it's do-it-yourself gifts, instead of purchasing big extravagant gifts, maybe replace those with experiences and maybe small tokens of appreciation. Also, setting a realistic budget. That's number 4. So, setting a realistic budget also helps to avoid that financial stress, right? You want to define those limits. What is it that you can afford? What gifts are you purchasing? Who are you purchasing gifts for this year? Decorations will fit in there. How much are you going to spend on meals, travel, holiday decor? You want to track your spending. You can use apps to do that. You can use spreadsheets. You just want to stay aware of your purchases and be mindful of the overspending. So, I think I talk about that later on too as another tip. Just kind of like communicating your boundaries. Family agreements, if you're part of, or, friends, whatever it is, gift exchanges. If you're part of like a white elephant or another type of gift giving activity with your family, your friends, your coworkers, just make sure you don't overspend. If the spending limit is $15, don't spend over 20. Besides, if you do, you might end up with something that's worth much less, and that's not a very satisfying feeling. So, you don't want to go out and buy somebody the trilogy of Lord of the Rings, and you're only going to get maybe, I don't know, a mini basket of soap. So just want to try to be mindful of those types of things. It's okay to say no when you need to, right? It's okay to decline activities or purchases that don't fit into your budget. If someone wants to go half and half on a large ticket item, that's a great thing. Say yes, unless that ticket item will put you at a disadvantage, or even worse, maybe put you in the negative. So if your limit is $100 and you're expected to suddenly pay $150 on a $300 ticket item, just say no. If someone says the item costs $200, but yet they want you to pay your share and their share and give you this promise that they're going to pay you back like when their tax money comes through in April, just say no, okay? It's still putting you at a disadvantage. It's okay to decline invitations or requests if they compromise your well-being. That's going to be your mental well-being, your financial well-being, because if your finances are not great, and your mind is not going to really be in a great place either. So the goal of holiday spending is to give what you can and not to go broke. So be careful and be mindful, right? My next tip is prioritize your values, right? Focus on meaningful gestures and think about what matters most, such as quality time, right? Thoughtful acts or simple yet meaningful gifts. Maybe you knit a scarf, for everyone in the family, and that's actually thoughtful. It has meaning and it's useful, right? So there's many things you can do that can help out. Maybe you offer everyone a coupon with, I don't know, a free I don't know, shoveling snow for them, for shoveling their driveway, right? So one Saturday you'll just shovel driveway for, various people in the family or maybe friends or anything like that. So those are meaningful gestures, they're thoughtful acts, and you know, they matter. So you want to focus your time and prioritize your values on doing meaningful things. You want to avoid comparisons, resist the urge to match other spending habits or expectations of others. I know a lot of people like to play keeping up with the Joneses. That whole concept is totally wasted on me. I'm the last person to care about what anyone else is thinking, especially if they are concerned with what I'm doing. Because if you're concerned with what I'm doing, then that's on you. Um, because guess what? I'm always concerned with what I'm doing too. I'm not focusing on you. So, um, but a lot of people are out there and they like to do that. So stay away from doing that. Just focus on yourself and, spend what you can and offer what you have available. That's my main tip. Want to maintain physical health during the holidays. Is my last kind of like my last tip, I think. Just maintain physical health. Um, Stay active. You want to balance work. You want to balance your personal life. You want to get adequate sleep. That's a huge, big deal. That's a really hard one for me because I'm doing so much. I think many of you know that I'm a doctoral student right now. So there's a lot of reading, a lot of research, and sleep is a challenge because when you're working or trying to work or trying to find work and you're trying to do your schoolwork and you're helping your kid with their schoolwork, there's just a lot going on. Sometimes sleep, takes a back seat, but it is very important that it doesn't. So, because getting that sleep helps your body to, reset and, it also helps you stay focused and energized for the next day. And so you want to prioritize that. Eat mindfully, right? You don't want to just snack on, I don't know, sugar cookies throughout the whole day and, maybe grab a handful of nuts. You want to make sure you enjoy seasonal treats, but in moderation. Balancing them with nutritious meals is always a great idea. Manage your stress by planning ahead, avoid last minute rushing, by scheduling time for shopping, scheduling events, and of course you want to schedule self-care for yourself and practice relaxation techniques. You want to plan time off, use vacation days. These things can help you to recharge strategically and avoid the stress, additional stress that the season can sometimes put on people. So, again, you want to, if you can, delegate some of the tasks that you have. You want to avoid overcommitment. You want to reflect and express gratitude. Don't forget to journal. Don't forget to relax and reflect on positive moments, especially throughout the day. Instead of reflecting back and saying, oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, I forgot to do that. Oh, I didn't do, this or that. Just remember, try to focus on what went well during the day. What are you grateful for that day? You know what? It was a blessing that I know I missed the bus, but it was a blessing that I wore those tennis shoes today because I had to walk 4 blocks, out of my way to get to the office or what have you. Try to find something to be grateful for. There's something every day, believe me, that you can be grateful for, Anyway, that's really my take on it. You can also, look up some new methods, practice relaxation techniques, and look them up online. You can always go online, look up some methods to manage stress and try to incorporate them into your daily routine. Those are a few that I've given, but I know there's many more out there. You can also just focus on what brings you peace, focus on what brings you joy. Just try to imagine the traditions that you keep with yourself and with your family. And, just taking care of yourself during the holidays, I think is essential to being able to fully enjoy the season and to help create lasting memories for yourself, for your family, for your friends. And then just prioritize your wellness. This will reduce your stress and help you embrace the beauty of this time of year. So that's it for my rant tonight. And I wish you all the best. Take care. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.